Hi guys, this is Muhammad Amin from Egypt. This is Bait Madad, and I'm still in Siwa. As you can see, this is the view. And and now I'm going to talk about one more topic. Okay, I've spoken about I've spoken about this topic in Arabic, and now I want to speak about it in English too. It's called the men love in Islam. I think Islam is one of the few religions, if the only religion, that actually praises the kind of love between men. It calls it al-hubb fillah, which means two men love each other in the sake of God. Okay? I think in my own personal, I'm gay, so I have my own experience. So from my own experience, I think that we have made all these labels, gay, homosexual, LGBTQ, LMNO, all these labels. This is not true. It's like calling someone who likes to eat greens, oh, he's a greenosexual, or someone who drinks water, oh, he's hydrosexual. It's a natural feeling. It's a natural innate feeling between men. It's normal for men to love each other. But some people, which I think have certain kind of knowledge and deliberate intentions, want to destroy the natural innate feelings of human beings, so they created all these labels and all these conditionings. The classical conditioning way of learning, when you relate two separate stimuli and they happen together, so they are linked together, like the Pavlov experiment, when the scientist rang a bell every time he puts food for the dog, and then he measures the saliva and found the saliva increases. And then one time he rang the bell and didn't put the food, and he found that the saliva increased the same way as if he put the food. So from here they learned the idea of the conditional reflex. And it's the same idea of marketing. All kind of marketing is kind of magic, of brainwashing, of relating two ideas together. They are not linked together. For example, if you're buying soap, you're not actually buying the soap. You're buying the feeling of freshness and luxury and comfort. So they are working on your innate feelings and relating them to their own personal benefits, whether it's good they are selling, whether it's an idea they are selling. So the same thing with the men love feeling. Men innately love each other. That's why there are you can find gangs, you can find teams, you can find all sort of collaborations between men, because men love each other. But these people whom I am telling you about have created all this coding of connecting the innate feeling of men loving each other with shame and oh, you're homosexual, oh, you're bad, or inferiority, all these feelings, so that men become scared from each other and they become like repelled from one another. So they have created an unnatural phenomenon and called it natural. And the natural phenomena, they have labeled it as homosexuality and gay and all these labels. For instance, the reason I'm choosing this location, you can see this location like here, like it's a small cave. In Islam, there was a story when the Prophet was migrating from Mecca to Medina with his friend Abu Bakr, and the infidels were chasing them, and they spent a time in a cave like that. And the Prophet actually put his head in Abu Bakr's lap and he slept. And Abu Bakr was just wanted to protect the Prophet so much, so he found a crack in the wall, so he put his finger in it so that no scorpion or something would come out and bite the Prophet. And a scorpion actually bit Abu Bakr's finger, and the pain was so much that Abu Bakr didn't want to make any sound to not to wake the Prophet. So a tear came down from his eyes and it went on the Prophet's face. So the Prophet woke up and he found him crying, and he asked him what happened, and he told him, and he treated him. So the moral I'm trying to say is that in Islam, when men actually love each other for the sake of God, for the sake of collaborating with each other, in the sake of doing something good, this is actually something that is praised. We are kind. The natural human being, the natural man, the balanced man, is 70% yang energy and 30% yin energy. So the if a man is just a Hollywood alpha male figure who is very macho, this is not true. This is the conditioning that the man must be macho. Men shouldn't hug. Men shouldn't kiss. Men shouldn't be intimate. You know, and they created this Hollywood figure, which is the actual conditioning I'm talking about. The coding idea that I'm talking about, that men should be macho and stuff like that. So as a result from this, two extreme poles happened. One extreme pole is that the innate feeling of men of love has turned ugly and it became aggression. So they cannot love each other, so they are competing, they're going to war, instead of creating teams and collaborating in peace, they're collaborating in pieces, and they're making armies and they're killing each others. And that's actually serves the benefits of the people who created the conspiracy to begin with. And the other pole is the extreme LGBTQ element. I'm gay and I love myself the way I am, and I love homosexuality, but it has become freakish. Come on, guys. I have, for instance, the drag queens and stuff like that. I love them. Miss Tatiana, I love you so much. I love them, but this is freakish. Come on, this is the extreme pole of it. Homosexuals, there is nothing called homosexual. There are two men loving each other, but I want to be myself. I want to be a man, and I love another man. I don't need to be a macho going to war and be aggressive. And I don't want to be a drama queen, a drag queen. I just want to be a human being. And I think because we cannot express our love to each other as men, we've started to sexualize our feelings. I'm not searching for sex. I'm just searching for intimacy, for a guy like me, and we just like being intimate. The same thing, the same feeling when the Prophet and Abu Bakr were intimate with each other. This is just so absolutely fulfilling. you know. So again, in Islam is praised that two men hit the donkey. So when two men are actually loving each other and collaborating in doing peace, this is, I think, actually something that in Islam God praises and is good. So this was one more topic I wanted to talk about. Ya Rabbi. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.